HPI Racing is back with another version of their Venture 18 mini crawler. This is the new U4 Ford Bronco 4400 model, a fully licensed version of the Ultra 4 Ford Bronco truck. We get it in two different liveries. We get the Lauren Healy version, which is one we've got here. There's also a Vaughn Gittin Jr. version. Like the previous iteration of the Venture 18, this comes in two different variations. You can get a brushed or brushless version, both for under $200. HPI did a great job on this thing. Tons of great licensing, lots of great features, a lot of which carry over from the first Venture 18, but there are some key differences with this one. I'm excited to show you guys this one, so let's jump in and check it out. I'll show you what comes in the box. We'll go over all the key features, what separates this one from the previous version. Then, of course, we're going to go run it and have some fun. Let's check out the box art first here before we get into it. Lots of great colored graphics on here. Lauren Healy here with the autographed version here. There's tons of great licensing. I love what they've been able to do with this truck. Showcases the brushed and brushless versions here. We have the ladder. Let's open it up. I'll show you what comes in the box itself. It comes fully ready to run. You get your owner's manual here, your wall charger. We get some tools as well. I've already had the truck out. We've been running it for several days now, having a ton of fun with it. So you get the truck, obviously. We get the familiar radio, same as we had with the previous Venture 18. This is actually a pretty nice radio. 6 channels on this, lots of functionality. We also get a 2S LiPo battery. So we get a good sized battery, 600 milliamp 2S LiPo battery comes with it. Does utilize the XT30 connector. Let's take a look at the truck itself. So really great from a visual perspective. They've done an awesome job with the visuals on this truck. Fully licensed. We've got a bunch of great licensing throughout. Nitto, Pennzoil, Ford Bronco, Fox, K&N, Recaro. So really great licensing on this model. This is a Lexan body. It is pretty rigid, bolted onto the nylon cage that's in here. We do have an interior here with 2 drivers. Got some stickers on the gauge clusters here. Multifunctional light system here, which I'll go over in a little bit. Love the rear of this thing, and they've got the full-size spare tire. It's tucked right in there, looking just like the real Ultra 4 truck there. Speaking of tires, so we've got new tires and wheels on this. That's a departure from the previous version. We had the Toyota Hilux version here. Had nice tires on it. They're smaller though. They're on the smaller side, and that combined with the straight axles got us hung up there a little bit. Could really use some more ground clearance on this. We get bigger tires with this one. We get a 64 millimeter tire on this. These are a Trail Blaster tire. But if you look at the tread design, they look just like a unbranded version of the Nitto Trail Grappler, which I really like the look of these tires actually. They've got a really nice feel to them as well. These are on a 1.2 inch wheel. Plastic beadlock wheel. We've got red outer ring here. To open up the body, so we've got a latch in the rear here. Just going to kind of turn that slightly so it matches up with either one of 2 ways. You can go left or right with it to open up the body. It's on a hinge, opens up very easily. Underneath here you can see the nylon cage that I was talking about. So very rigid, reinforced body here. Underneath, they've slightly revised the layout of the chassis here. The backbone of this is pretty much the same. We've got a steel C-channel chassis here. Nice big bore oil-filled shocks, coilover, adjustable coilovers at all 4 corners. Do have a couple of different places for shock options here, so you get some limited adjustability there. In the center of the chassis, we get this 2-speed transmission. Mated up to that is the brushless Outrunner motor. Now, this is a different motor than the previous version. In the previous Venture 18, we had the Fury Tech Venom brushless motor on here. We've got a different combo with this one. 3500 kV. It's essentially a HPI branded Hobbywing setup is what they've gone to in this. As you can see on the other side here, the electronics are located in the back here on this tray. So we've got the Mini 24, essentially the Hobbywing ESC. They've branded this as a FLX 18 3S20 WP U4 Flux. That's a mouthful there, but it's basically a branded version of the Hobbywing Mini 24, which is great. This is a great combo here. Nestled next to that, we've got the receiver here. So again, the 6-channel receiver here, and then we've got our light controller here on the other side. So a lot of electronics positioned in the rear and up high, which is going to be a little problematic for rock crawling. We'll see what the weight distribution is on this, but it carries a lot of the weight in the back and up high. This is where your battery tray goes. Fits nicely in there. It's a really snug, clean fit. But again, the bulk of your weight is going to be in the rear and up high, which is not ideal from a crawling perspective. You can see we got our variable speed servo underneath there behind the transmission. We've got a servo on axle design up front, sitting on top of the familiar straight axles that we got with the previous Venture 18. 4-link suspension setup front and rear, pretty beefy plastic links. We've also got some pretty rugged plastic slider style drive shafts, all metal gears throughout this. Take a look at the light functionality here. Alright, so I think we toggle through the modes here. So at channel 3, right down here by your thumb, should cycle through our lights. There we go. There is options to do more lights on here if you want to. It does have that pretty robust light controller there. The light bar on the roof, it's got the pods ready to accept LEDs. If you want to put that in there, I'm sure that would be a pretty easy swap. While we're looking at the radio here, we can take a look at this. We got your 2-speed transmission operated by this little rocker switch there. Neutrals in the middle. We got high gear towards the front of the controller. Got low gear in the rear. The radio has some additional functionality. If you open this up, we've got the ability to change your battery type if you want to. We got drag brake adjustability on the fly. We've got some demonstrations of the truck itself. You can see this thing in action. So I should be in low gear, yes. We've seen this Hobby Wing system before in other rigs. We know how well it performs. This is no exception. Very smooth, linear power delivery here. Do get quite a bit of slack in the drivetrain, if that translates on camera. See a lot of spins in that motor before it engages. A lot, yeah. In that 2-speed transmission, a lot of those gears, you got to pull in the slack of those gears before things start to move. But once it spins up, very, very smooth, controlled, nice and quiet. One of the most fun things about this truck, especially if you ask Axel, is how fast it is. So you put this in high gear, the thing's a missile, which is a lot of fun on a truck of this style. When you got like a little mini Ultra 4 truck, would be so much sweeter if we had independent front suspension on it. Then it would be a legit little pre-runner here, but maybe we could do a swap down the road. But nonetheless, power plant, super fun in these trucks. If we compare it to its predecessor here is the Toyota Hilux. You can see it's much smaller body-wise here. It's much more narrow, it's more pinched. I think they've got the proportions much better on this model here. The Hilux was a little wacky as far as the proportions go with that pickup truck style body. I think it was a good first effort, still a very fun truck, but visually I think they did much better with the new Funhaver here. One of the first things I was, of course, interested in was how did it stack up against the Mies Racing MB18, which also has this unlicensed version of the Ultra 4 Bronco. Now you can see these two together. They are very similar. The Venture has a much more streamlined body to it. The rear, big difference in the rear. It's got that much more high clearance setup in the back with the Venture 18. Wheelbase on the MB18, slightly longer in the configuration that I've got here. This utilizes a TRX 4M high trail wheelbase, so it is a little bit stretched compared to the Venture 18, but overall these things are pretty close. Wheelbase on this new Venture 18, 155 millimeter wheelbase on this. How about some performance tests here? Let's take a look. So just kind of like what I expected here for the weight distribution, we got 46% front, 54% rear, so we're biased towards the rear. Left to right, pretty good. Slightly biased to the right at 51%. Total weight on this, 514 grams, just about. How about the RTI? Let's try out the flex. I'd say it was about 14.5 on the RTI. And side hill. 40. Oh, lifting, it's about 43 on the side hill. And the vertical. Hopefully I can get this thing rolls pretty easy. Hopefully it sticks. It's 45, 50, 55, starting to lift. 57 on the vertical. Out here at the gravel pit with the baby Funhaver. This is going to be perfect terrain for this thing. We got some flat landing. We can hit things at speed, and we're going to find some rocks, see how this thing can crawl. Right, here we are. Let's hit the desert first. High gear, there it goes. I'm turtled already. No, we recovered. This thing is such a blast. With the lock diffs, it makes it a little challenging, but boy, is this fun. The excellent scale looks on this thing out in the desert terrain here looks so good. With the personality and the speed that this thing has, you almost wish it had a wider track width rather, and independent front suspension would be awesome. Then you'd have a legit Ultra 4, like little mini Ultra 4 truck. It just, they nailed it with the scale looks, and it's got such a great power plant in it, but it's really super prone to rolling over because of the lock diffs and the relatively narrow stance. The bigger tires give it a taller stance too compared to the Toyota Hilux Venture 18, but what a cool truck. After treating this thing like a basher, let's see if we can crawl anything with it. Feel that top heaviness. There we go. Let's head up some of these rocky sections here. Tires are a little slippery. As I come up against these rocks, front end likes to push on me. That Hobbywing system's super smooth though. Tons of control out of this. So there we go. I wish I had a little more grip. Those rear tires are just slipping. There we go. We got the horsepower even in low gear to bump up out of there. We're gonna make it up. Nice. Just love the versatility of the HPI, the Venture 18 platform here. Like, here I am, I'm at walking speed and the thing's easily getting away from me. Lots of fun. That 2-speed transmission and that brushless power plant, man, this is a winning combo in this truck. Super impressed with what they've done with this platform. This only being the second iteration of this model. It's a fun section here. Going through the first section in high gear, and we'll switch it down. It gets gnarly as we go through. Every time I think it's stuck, use that throttle and bump up out. Does a good job recovering. Finding the straight axles, I'm getting hung up underneath on these kind of golf ball sized rocks, giving me some trouble. Having to pick my lines pretty carefully here. Even with the taller tires, I'm still getting hung up.
Boy, so much torque. You just punch it and the thing goes. Boy, I love the look of this truck. You know, even though those tires aren't branded, looking just like the Nitto Trail Grapplers. All of the actual branding on this truck, they did such a good job with the appearance. Seeing it out here, driving around, I just love it. It looks so good. All right, I'm gonna head back to the Jeep. It's a quick run with this thing. I'm gonna keep driving it and explore for a little bit, see what I can find. A lot of fun, well done HPI. Again, this Venture 18, they've done a really great job with this platform. We still have the previous version, the Hilux. We haven't done anything to it. The thing is bulletproof. These things can take some punishment. I can tell you firsthand, the stuff that Axel has put that Hilux through, unreal. And the thing has had no breakage on it. The ESC failed us, but this one has upgraded or different electronics. So we'll see how the Hobbywing holds up. But other than that, the previous Venture 18 we had was absolutely bulletproof. So this one is going to be awesome. Axel's going to have a blast with this, ripping around the desert situations like this, but still having the capabilities to crawl if you want to. Great little truck here.
Super fun truck here from HPI Racing. Really loved the Venture 18 platform. They did a great job with this first offering with the Hilux version, and now this new one takes it in a slightly different direction. Now I think that could be good or bad depending on what you were trying to do with this thing. From a rock crawling perspective, the way that it carries its weight is not going to be super beneficial to hardcore rock crawling. You're going to want to reconfigure that chassis to try to get more weight up front. For a mini Ultra 4 truck, definitely has the power plant and the fun factor in spades for sure. Would have been so nice to have the independent front suspension. Hopefully an aftermarket solution will come scratch that itch, because having a little mini pre-runner, this thing is ready to go for that. But the straight axle configuration kind of throws off the appearance when you see this thing running around. So it does have a bit of an identity crisis going on here. It could be a great Ultra 4, but it's still trying to hang on to a lot of the rock crawler components. Could be a rock crawler, but then it's got the Ultra 4 body setup and things like that. So you've got kind of two conflicting themes here. But nonetheless, this is a great platform, super fun and tough. Man, these things can take some punishment. We have put our Hilux through a crazy amount of abuse. The thing just keeps on going. So this is a tough, solid platform. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you think of this new release from HPI? This is available now. It comes in the two different versions, like I said. You can get the brushed version for $150. You can get the brushless version like we have here for $50 more. I'll put a link in the description on where you can order one of these up for yourself. And as always, I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so, and I'll see you in the next video.